Alrighty, quick update. I got both of these running off of wall power now. I just grabbed some old phone chargers and hooked them up to it. Reason being is the voltage threshold I was triggering off of was kind of set by the battery. So I was plugging in each battery and seeing variation. It was pretty big. So I decided, in order to ensure to get a really clean trigger, I just make them run off wall power. Another thing I found out was, well, actually, I yanked this apart. You can see the color change on the lead coming out of here now. I yanked this apart, and I actually ripped off the pin on the chip that it was connected to, and oddly enough, it still works. I can still call it. So instead of triggering off that pin, now I'm just triggering off the speaker, which I kind of wanted to do something outside of the box, but triggering off the speaker or the earphone obviously would work. But so now I have it triggering off of the speaker, and at first I was getting like really high numbers. Let me show you. So let me yank this resistor off real quick. Okay, so you can see, let me call it and trigger it real quick. There's triggering high 4s, but once you trigger it, it doesn't go back down again. It just stays 450, 457, 464. This makes it really hard to trigger off of. So I threw it in the scope because I knew it shouldn't be up there in the 4 and 500s when there's no signal going to it. I threw in the scope, and then what I see on the scope was what I expected, which was not a whole lot of signal. Then you call and get a whole lot of signal. So I looked over here and I seen what I expected to see, which was pretty much zeros or close to it, and then a high when I call. I took the scope off and the problem came back again. So let's give it a call. Once you call it, it'll go high, but then it'll stay high. There goes a call, and now it'll stay high. Once again, making it hard to get a clean trigger. See, it's high now. So what I realized was, obviously this is a 10 meg scope probe, so I just threw a 10 meg resistor to ground, connected to the signal, just like a mimic of a probe, and voila, now we got a small signal and a huge window to trigger off of. So you can see the differences in, 400 instead of like 10 or 12. Very big difference, much better trigger. So I tightened things up a little bit. Like I said, I got this thing running off of wall power now. Got my code all troubleshot, and this is what's going to work. So I think the next video I post will probably be the finished product. Alrighty, till next time.